To run out of oil means the end of transportation. The trucks that supply the cities would stop, and the cars and buses that take us to work would be useless. Without oil, most businesses and services in the developed world would stop immediately. Is disaster really approaching with oil depletion? Don't worry, it's not. Hi, I'm Adam, and you may have heard the warnings from scientists or some people that there's a finite amount of minerals on the Earth, and if we mine them, it means they are disappearing. It means that they will be fully utilized once. If, for example, oil disappeared, the world would literally stop. Logical, right? Yes, but only at first glance. Economics defies such linear logic. In fact, it is not the amount of raw material, it's about its value. For example, for centuries, crude oil was more of a burden rather than the useful commodity we see it as today. It wasn't until 100 years ago that it was discovered how to use crude oil in different ways. The worthless substance suddenly became so-called black gold. Don't misunderstand me. Raw material resources are of course scarce. That's why they have a price. But what is the price? On one hand, it's an indicator of scarcity. If something is more expensive, it'll be harder to get. But on the other hand, it is a signal that tells the market participants that they should or should not do something. How does this signaling work? Let's look at a historical example of whale fat. It was used in oil lamps during the 19th century. Fishermen hunted many whales. There were fewer and fewer of them. The raw material was becoming rarer. Its price has risen. This signaled to resourceful entrepreneurs that there was an opportunity to earn money, but not by finding new whales. There were too few of them. This would not be the way. A cheaper replacement had to be found, and that's exactly what has happened. People invented kerosene lamps, and later, electric ones. The result? Whales rescued. The depletion point had not been reached, and we don't live in the dark. Well, the same goes for oil. Since the 1920s, it has been repeatedly said that the world's oil reserves will last for a maximum of another 20 to 40 years. Reality? We still have oil, and we use it even more intensively. Why? Because the possibility of earning money on oil motivates the entrepreneurs to use the existing deposits more efficiently, to search for new deposits, but also motivates them to find more economical use of oil. The result? Yes, there is less oil in absolute terms, but in relative terms, its available stocks are increasing. The paradoxical claim that raw material resources are not declining but rather increasing is based on the logic of entrepreneurship, scientific ingenuity, the price signaling system, and the vision of profit. This ensures that there are actually more and more raw materials which people use. That's all on this topic. Next time, we'll talk about taxes. Do you know what is being said about them? In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes. Do you know why? We'll discuss this next time. See you again. Bye.